Happy Friday! Friday Facebook Live. I'm back, peeps. I know, it feels like I've been gone forever. I took 2 weeks. Let's see. 1 week I was on a ship. Last week was school book fair, parents and pastries, which used to be dads and donuts and moms and muffins. But it's parents and pastries. And let me tell you, that's not fun when you're doing a detox. It's not fun when you're doing a detox. Hello, ladies. Welcome. Yeah, so that's where I was last Friday, busy with the chitlins. And then this week, my little boy, who's 7, has croup. What? I didn't know you could get croup after you were 4 years old. So yeah, apparently you can. He has croup, and he can't talk. And he's my talker. I don't know where he gets it. To be honest, I think he gets it from his father, to be honest. The man can talk, okay? Seriously. After my first husband, after my divorce, I said, please, baby Jesus, give me a man that actually speaks. Because the first one was all. Can you imagine me with a man like that? No. So, neither could his girlfriend. Ha! Ba-dum-bump. Anyway, so that was a good one. You gotta admit, that was funny right there. I don't care where you're from. So, I said, please, baby Jesus, give me a man that talks. And he did. And he did. And he does. And it's all good in the hood, but, yeah. So, oh, Mary, did you like my joke? Oh, thanks for laughing at my joke. Well, hello, Miss Catherine. So, anyways, yeah, little man has croup. So I've been home with him all week. That's made working interesting. It's flashbacks to when I started the business when he was 4 years old, and he was always there. But see, he likes to talk. So here's what I hear all day. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I'm like, what? So I have to get right in his face and read his lips. So I constantly am hearing this. He'll be in the other room. Oh. Yeah. So, anyways, I hope everybody is having a lovely Friday. It is it is hot here, and oh, that's not a good view. I'm parked down a cul-de-sac hiding because I have crazy neighbors and friends around here, and they pop in and try to bomb my Facebook Live, so I have to hide. And kids have early release today, so I gotta go Caitlin has early release, so I gotta get her at 12:30. But hey, so here's my topic. What would I say if I was talking to my 25-year-old self? Yeah. I heard something on TV, and somebody, I think it was Oprah Super Soul Sunday, and she was asked somebody, what would you say to your 25-year-old self? And I thought, oh my goodness. Try that for yourself. Stop and think. If you're 25, well, I don't know what to tell you. Talk to your 20-year-old self. But gosh, so I'm going to be 47 on December 6th. So that was a long time ago. 25 years old. Boy, it kind of makes me weepy a little bit, and I'm not sure why when I think about it, but if I were to talk to my 25-year-old self, the first thing, 2 words, and I feel like those of you who are about the same age as me probably already know the 2 words. Calm down. Calm down. Because 25-year-old Sherry was tightly wound. Tightly wound. I had a college degree. I had never had a job that I liked. I was divorced at 25 years old. Hi. Loser. That's what I felt like. What am I doing with my life? Where am I going? What is happening? I've had a million jobs at that point. Never any more than 2 years. I get bored easily. I can't do a 9 to 5. I don't want to work retail my whole life. Like what? So that was a dark time. I was scared to death. I thought, and it sounds so silly now to look back, but at 25, I'm like, I got to start all over, because I had been with that man for 11 years. I know, do the math. I was a young chippy. I'd been with him for my whole life, my whole adult life. I knew nothing of, I'd never gone anywhere without him in my life. Like, I remember getting on the freeway once and going, every time I've ever gotten on this freeway, I have been with him, and now I'm not. Like, it was just devastating. So yes, FITM grads too. Divorced at 25. Oh my gosh. See, guys, look, we have so much in common. I was scared, and I thought, am I ever going to find anybody? I've never really dated, so that's new. Let's start dating when you're 25, like basically kind of for the first time. But am I going to have kids? I was hoping to start having a family in my mid to late 20s. And I didn't end up having my first baby until I was 36. The little girl who was my flower girl in my first wedding, my youngest son and her oldest son are the same age, and we're in preschool together. I told her one day at preschool, when you were 5 years old and you were in my wedding, if I would have known that we were going to have children at the same time, I would have slit my wrists. So, 25-year-old Sherry, calm down. I would give her a hug. And I would say, simmer down, it's gonna be okay. I would have told her all of these jobs that seem like they're leading nowhere. See, this is why I get weepy. Because I see where I am now. And people say, gosh, because I hit black status in 6 months with the company. Everyone says, wow, you got to the top so quickly. No. You saw the 6 months that it took to get here with this company, but you didn't see all of the years that I struggled, and all of the hard lessons that I had to learn, and the skills that I had to learn in order to be able to get to black status and to stay at black status. Because, I promise you, if you're stuck at a level right now in your business, there's a reason that you're stuck at that level. That's the good news, that there's a reason. It's a puzzle, and you have to figure out what you're supposed to learn. You have to figure out what skill you are lacking. There is something that's missing. Find that piece. Find that piece of the puzzle and work on it, and work on yourself. Read books. So I had all of these random, what felt like random jobs. I did, just because of who I am and what I expect of myself, and I hold myself to a very high standard. I did the absolute best job I could possibly do because of my own integrity. Doesn't mean I liked the jobs that I had. Most I didn't like. I went back into cosmetic sales, working as a freelance makeup artist, just to pay the bills. That was my have to job, not my want to job. I had to pay the bills. That was my second job that I took on. So I just felt like I was spinning my wheels. And I ended up leaving retail, and I started a massage therapy business. And when I say I started a business, it means I bought a table, I got certified, and I started telling people that I was open for business. And I went to people's homes, and I worked out of my own home, and I worked in some salons and day spas, chiropractor's office, acupuncture clinic, anywhere and everywhere to build my clientele. But until I could build that clientele, then that's when I worked the freelance makeup artist gig. Because that was like during the day. Like I could work in the morning at the doctor's office or at the spa, go work the makeup gig, and then have massage appointments, personal appointments at night. But you always want to have personal clients. That's the goal, because that's where the money's at. You work less hours and you make more money. So that was my goal. And so then I hit 30 years old, and I thought, I laugh at this now, but I hit 30 and I thought, well, that's it. Life's over. Here I am, 30. It's as good as it's going to get. As good as it's going to get. And I felt like I kind of, it's not that I gave up. I mean, in a sense, maybe I gave up. And I just kind of said, okay, well, this is just what it is. So I'm going to make the best of it. And I was able, through my all of my working, to be able to buy a condo. So I lived alone. I had a condo, blessed to have that. I had a working car. And I made my own schedule, and I didn't have to work my 9 to 5, right? That just literally, I just can't do 9 to 5. It just depresses me so much. So I had created my life, and I had quality time for myself. So I spent that time reading lots and lots of books, lots of self-help books, lots of just like spiritual, just kind of trying to, I don't know. I read a lot, and I read like 3 books at the same time. And I had about 10 years of that, because from the age of 25, I didn't get married again until I was 34. And all of that work, all of those years of fear, all of the years of worrying that I wasn't going to be able to pay my mortgage, that I wasn't going to be able to pay my car payment, that I wasn't going to have enough money for food, all of that stuff, helped me beyond belief when I started my business with Unique. Because when you have been through rough stuff, it's harder to scare you. Am I right? Those of you who've been through really rough stuff, now you're like practically fearless, because you're just like, you know what? I survived it. I'll survive whatever comes next. Life, that's how I got to the conclusion. Life is a puzzle. Everything is figure-outable, as I heard Marie Forleo say. Everything is figure-outable. And everything happens for a reason. And that sounds really cliche, but I'm telling you, I believe that to my bones. And, maybe that's my spiritual side kicking in, but hallelujah. If that's what it takes to keep me going, then hallelujah. Okay, we got some runners coming, and one of them used to work with my husband, and he's going to chat. Oh God, don't chat. I'm talking, mister. I'm like involved in some serious business over here. Okay. Shh, shh, don't look. Okay, we're not looking. But yeah, you get to the point where when you've been through enough stuff, and that's kind of what I want to tell my 25-year-old self, is you need to go through some crap, because you need to know what you're made of. You need to know what you're capable of, and you need to stop being so afraid. I think that's one of the biggest things that I got out of my divorce, actually, is that I was hurt so badly and so deeply that it really took a lot. It was almost like if, the worst possible thing you could imagine happened, and then it did, and you survived it. So it's just like, okay, you know what? That's all right. And I learned that I can handle anything, honestly. I mean, please God, don't go throwing big things at me right now, but I'm just saying I can handle stuff, and it built my confidence. And so if you're going through struggles right now in your life, hang on, just hang on, because it's teaching you something. It's there to teach you something. So learn what it's there to teach you. Nothing happens to us for just no good reason, okay? Something is happening for a reason. I watched Oprah's Super Soul Sunday the other day with Pastor Michael Beckwith, and he said, I was taking notes like crazy, and I saved it because I have to go back and rewatch it. But one of the things he said was, if the situation you're in right now were to last forever, what skills would you need? So that's what I want to challenge you. If the situation you're in right now, whether it's a personal situation, whether it's with your business, you're stuck in your business, you feel like you're not growing, you know what you need to do, but you're afraid to do it. If this situation you're in were to last forever, what skills would you need? Figure that out. The sooner you can figure that out and take action, the sooner you will move forward. The sooner your situation will change. So if that's not motivation to get your little self in gear, you don't need anyone else to motivate you. Motivation is bullshit, okay? I want to tell you that right now. Nobody needs to motivate you. You need to know where you want to go, and you need to figure out how you're going to get there. And if you are scared, then you break it down into the smallest, tiniest baby steps. If you're a little bit scared, break it down into 10 steps. If you're really scared, make it 20 steps. But every single day, get up and do something. No matter how small, do something that moves you forward. And maybe it is the internal work, because I will tell you something. What I have learned the most from this business and from training women for 3 years, okay, is the common denominator in everybody that keeps us from growing our business is fear. What are you afraid of? It's fear. Fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, fear of failure, fear that you don't have what it takes. You have what it takes, but you might need to read a book. You might need to watch videos. You might need to do some self-improvement. That's what I love about this business the most, direct sales, is that it really boils down to personal development, growing yourself as a person. Because the more you grow yourself as a person, it's just inevitable that your life is going to get better and your life is going to change. If you think that your life is not going to be better until you hit green status, or you hit orange status, or you hit black status, hate to tell you, wherever you go, there you are. Doesn't matter. The same problems you have sitting in a Toyota, you're going to have sitting in a Mercedes. Same problems. Doesn't matter. Okay? I promise you that. So work on yourself and figure out where you need to grow. That's why you're stuck, because life is pushing you. Oh, so he said something else, Michael Beckwith. He said, pain pushes until the vision pulls. You get that? Pain pushes until the vision pulls. So for me, pain, my 25-year-old self, 25 to, actually, I will tell you, pain until from 25 to 43. Not that there wasn't goodness sprinkled in there, but I'm just saying, a lot of hard lessons. Pain pushed me to figure that out. It pushed me to find the books, to find the people. I didn't have Facebook back then. How wonderful now that you can follow people on Facebook like Elizabeth Gilbert. She is amazing. I love her. All I had was Oprah every day at 3 o'clock. So, but pain pushed me to grow myself until I saw the vision, and then I went for it because the vision was pulling me. And I'll tell you what that vision was. When I realized how much this business changed my life, because after being a stay-at-home mom for 8 years, I didn't realize, I thought because I didn't have a baby until I was 36, I'm not going to be one of those women that was on Oprah who, well, I lost myself, I became a mom and a wife, and I lost myself and I lost my identity. Who are you talking to? I am not going to lose my identity. I was a self-employed businesswoman long before that man came along. I was 34 when I got married, 36 when I had my first baby. I had my own stuff. I was not beholden to a man. I had my own condo. I had my own everything, and my business and my life. I'm not going to lose myself. I think I even said to somebody, I guess that's the benefit of having children later in life. You're not going to lose yourself. Guess what happened? I completely lost myself in the mommyhood, because I don't know. I just, every day, you know how it is. Every day you're just scrambling to keep up with the laundry. Oh my God, they have to eat again? Like, what is happening? And the diapers and all of that stuff. And it just, and then one day leads into the next day. Oh my God, it's already the weekend again. And then next thing you know, there goes 8 years of my life. And this opportunity came along, and I started working from my phone, and I'm able to be home with my kids, but I'm able to do something and make a difference for myself. Like, I'm able to create something and watch it grow. So that's where it started. I still didn't see the vision until I got my first couple of paychecks. And I thought, I would have done this, honestly, I would have done this business if I'd have made $100 a month. No doubt. That would have been a miracle to me. $100 a month would have changed my life at that point, honestly. So when I realized I don't have to leave home, I'm working from my phone wherever I am, I'm still here with my kids. It was a $99 investment. No other fees do I have to pay. I couldn't tell enough people. That was the vision, that, oh my gosh, women need to know about this. Mothers need to know about this. Full-time working moms who still are struggling to make ends meet, but can't take a nighttime job. They need to be home with their families. They can't go schlepping pizzas at night. They need to know about this. Single women need to know about this so they are not beholden to a man. Love you, men. I'm just saying. Girlfriends do not need to be beholden to a man. Single women need to know. Single moms need to know. Are you kidding me? This was like, oh my gosh. At that point, the switch flipped with me, and I felt a higher calling. I felt like God was telling me, you don't have the right to keep this to yourself. This is a gift. This is a beautiful opportunity, and it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I don't expect, that's the other thing, you got to have the right expectations. I don't expect everybody that I talk to join my team. It's my job to spread the word. If it speaks to you, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay too. I talked to a lady yesterday at the mall. I went in to buy a gift, and I was chatting with her, and I mentioned something about with my work, or I just got back from a cruise, or I was traveling, or whatever. She's like, gosh, where do you work? And I said, you're going to laugh. And I didn't give her some big glorious spiel about it. I just said, you're going to laugh. I work from my phone. I work for a direct sales company. I sell makeup. Have you heard of Unique? And she's like, oh, I think I have, whatever. Yeah, I think I've heard of it. And she goes, tell me about it. She said to me, okay, you need to tell me about this, because I said a prayer this morning and I told God I have got to get out of retail. I go, #you're welcome. And I gave her a card. And I said, look, this may not be the thing for you. I don't know. But, and I go, and I'm not a hard sell. If you feel like it's for you, I'm happy to show you how to do it. And if not, that's okay too. I said, here's my card, and just call me or text me or whatever if you have questions, or we can meet for coffee, because there's a coffee shop right there. I said, we can meet here for coffee even one day before work if you just have questions. It's no big deal because, girlfriend, I'm at the mall all the time. And that's all it was. And she gave me a hug and I went on my way, right? That's the vision that pulls me now. That's what has me doing my Friday Facebook Lives now. That's what has me working as hard as I still work. Somebody said something like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to do this business because Sherry Brown still works really hard, and so obviously there's not money to be had, and I don't want to have to work that hard. If she still has to work, then what chance do I have? Well, again, here's somebody telling themselves a story that they know nothing about. I don't have to do this. I don't have to financially do this. Yet I have to do this because of my heart, because this is my mission, because this is the vision, and this is what pulls me and guides me, and this is what gives me satisfaction. At the end of the day, if I feel like I have given something of value, that's all I need. I need to be able to say at the end of the day that today I was of value to somebody. I was of service to somebody. So that's what I encourage you to do in your business. Try to have that mindset. What can you do for others? What is the vision? Do you see the vision yet? If you don't see the vision, if there's too many, if pain is pushing you, figure out what pain is trying to teach you. Figure that out as quickly as you can, because the quicker you figure it out, the quicker you're going to see the vision, and that vision is going to pull you, and that vision is going to be your why, your reason for what you do. And anyway, I actually got on here not really knowing what I was going to say, but apparently I had a few things to say. So I just want you guys all to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend, work on yourself. If you're not already reading a book, find a good book to read, would you? Something that you're going to learn something, because every time you learn something, it grows you as a person, and you're going to be better in your business, and you're going to be better in your life, and you're going to be happier in your life. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay, thanks for joining. Bye.